This is a story of when our family went to a cabin in the middle of nowhere. It's not nowhere at all, actually. It's in Aspen, which is one of the busiest cities in Colorado at this time of the year for tourists. So this summer when we came from Uzbekistan to America and we were trying to buy this house, but there was like a delay, and then we stayed at this lady's house. This one, this one, this one, and this one. She has a daughter. Her daughter lives in Aspen and she rents out a cabin on Airbnb. And she invited us over for a few days for free. Once we had passed Denver on our way to Aspen, Colorado, the roads reminded all of us in the car a lot about the road in Uzbekistan called Pereval, which I was actually making YouTube videos there in Uzbekistan this past summer. The similarities are just undaunting. The mountains were like the same height and everything at the beginning. Georgetown right now on our way to Aspen. This is a super small town, but the mountains are huge. We took a little stop, a little bathroom break. Might take a picture with the family, and then we'll be on our way.
How to get a six-pack in order to use the pizzas too.
This is stop number 2. We're filling up the gas tank. I literally just wore sweatpants because they're gonna be comfy. Because Really?
Yep.
Yeah, you have. Remember you got out. Okay, so now we have to actually find it, because the place where the GPS said. The drive was supposed to only take about 4 hours, but we've been driving for 5.5. She said she has like 2 big birds, so I'm guessing. No, that's just a stray bird. Yeah, we shouldn't have climbed this, should we have? After a lot of struggling, we finally found our cabin, apparently. So there's 2 cabins, right? And like a bigger one on the right, and then the one on the left, which we didn't even see before, which was supposed to be the cabin we're staying at, and the one on the right is actually owned by that lady's daughter. Her name's Anita. So we finally found our cabin. We settled in. It's 2 bedrooms and a living room and a kitchen. It was pretty nice and comfortable in there. It looked great. And then the master bedroom had this like real cabin feel. The whole bedroom was like made out of logs, and there was like skylight, and my brother and I went out exploring on the outside, climbed a little mountain that was on the side of it too. It was very fun. I took a very long nap from like 2 o'clock to, actually it wasn't that long, to like 4:30. And then my brother and I hiked up the mountain a little bit. And then we came back, ate dinner, now we're lighting a fire. Second day now, and Anita wanted to take us out to lunch and show us the city of Aspen and the humongous mountains that were right beside it. You literally looked up and you could not see the top of the mountain. I mean, to be fair, there was like mist and clouds and everything, but that, I've never seen that before, where you look up and you cannot see the top of something. She gave us an amazing tour of the little spot of Aspen. It really looked like the downtown that we have here in town, but just times 100. Everything was super expensive. There were people in their Chevy Tahoes and their GMC huge suburban SUVs, and people were in their Cadillacs. Oh my gosh, everything was just so expensive, and hence there's gonna be people with really fancy cars. We even saw a Cadillac little golf cart. I've never seen that before. So how long is the winter season here?
Well, the ski season starts at Thanksgiving and it ends in May, right after spring, in May, like May 1st.
So more than 6 months?
I guess so, you're right. It is more than 6 months. I have a friend who works at the front desk. She's really sweet, Hensley. Yeah, you like it? You try?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd like this. You try it. You can try mine or your sister's first. Oh, that's right. This one, that's anchovy. But, oh, here.
So during this trip, I really took a lot of photographs of everything that I pointed my camera at. I took pictures of our family. I took pictures of her house. I showed her how to edit videos, or not video, photos, because she's everything on this trip from day 1 to day 2. We stayed there for 2 nights and 3 days, and all the exploring that my little brother did, that familiar feeling of our toes getting frozen up inside our little boots on the snow, and the snow literally went above my knees. But we kept on pushing because my brother had never seen anything like it before. That's a common theme throughout this whole trip, seeing things that we've never seen before. And then finally, it was time to go back home. And this is the part where I explain the hat that I've been wearing for this whole entire video, Gonzo, and the little hoodie that me and my brother have with the logo Gonzo. I also, look it. So basically, this Gonzo thing is a type of journalism genre that this lady Anita, her husband, his name is Hunter, and he was this famous journalist that came up with this genre named Gonzo journalism. She sells merchandise on her website, and they're actually really good looking. The hats, this is actually unreleased, so I get to be the first client that's trying on this hat, and it's pretty comfortable, it's pretty stylish. I'm not really a hat person, but I like it. I might just become a hat person. I gave my brother a Gonzo hoodie. She gave my dad a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt. She gave my mom a jacket, and she gave me a hat and a hoodie. And so very big thanks to you, Anita, for hooking up with all of this Gonzo merchandise.